another guitar solo lesson. And this time, we will also talk about the tone, how to achieve that, Vito Barata tone on this one. And as you all know, I love 80s, Vito Barata, and all those good stuff. I'll be Deleon back with another lesson here in YouTube. And hopefully, guys, you're all good. Let me check. Let me check if we're live. Oh wow, yeah, nice, nice, good, good, good. So we're live, and let's go, guys. This is awesome. It's let's say it's an easy solo, but not that easy. Not that easy because you have to really hit that bends. And like I've said later on, you really need to put like that sustain because this solo is slow, so we need a kind of a sustainer in our solo. How to achieve that? So I'm using the hot tone Ampero Mini, and I'll teach you how. You can use whatever. I'll just give you like you know, the amp, that you're going to be using. Also, what effects you're going to use. Let's talk about that as well with this lesson because it's nice. And when I was listening to the original recording, which is this one, I'll slow it down so that it will not be copyrighted. I'll just put it to 0.75 there, and if you listen to the tone, it's you see, it's almost the same, if not the same. So I really tried my best to. This is my White Lion patch in my Impera Mini. I have the pack available for you guys. If you want to check it out and purchase it. Uh, it's if not the same, really close. But just by ear. And right, so really cool. Yeah, I'm obsessed with that, with that getting those stone. And yeah, it's in my pack. It's the White Lion. But if you have Amphetamine. Anyway, with regards to position, I really took how he played it because there's a video. Like I said, if there's a video, I check the position, I check everything so that it will sound like the same, and because we love his playing. Vito Brother is one of my favorites. Guitar player, really good guitar player. Also, not only like really good guitar player, his compositions, you like his solos really make sense. And I want to say hi to everyone who's watching. Also, if you want me to give you a shout out, if it's the other one is Russian, I cannot read it. But we have Mr. Pili Hank, it's here, and we have Dan Dord, we have James Santos. Hello. I love your lesson. Near all of them. Save. Thank you for teaching me so much. Oh yeah, great, 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 great. I hope you like it. And this one, like I said, this is gonna be in a way special. I'm gonna be teaching you or sharing how to do the patch on this one. Um, Execution wise, also, the bending, it has to be exact. Use a lot of this one. As you know, all know, using a Steinberger, headless also, and he has a tremolo borrow, so it's almost the same as this guitar, I can say. So the first one, always when we're studying solos, we need to know the chords. Now the chords, if you know the chords, chords and scales, it has to be like it works well together, of course. So I'm going to the clean tone, my clean tone here. So also this is available in my Ampere Mini pack. Yeah, I included this as a bonus. Okay, so the first one, first chord is G. This is in the key of G. So let's go to the backing track only. So it's nice. Then repeat G, D over F sharp, E minor, D minor, C, G, E minor. Right, so that's the chord for this one. Now, if you know your chords and you know relationship, the relative chords, G, D over F sharp, right? D minor, D minor, C, G, then G, F sharp, D. You know that favorite, you know, bass, E minor, D, and then that's it. That's a chord progression. Quite easy. First thing, we have to know the what notes are included in the G major scale. We have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. But again, the difference between G major and C major is just one sharp, which is F sharp. Alan Castro, hello. Welcome here at my live stream. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Right. So that's the scale. And if you want to get the relative chords, you know, the first one is major, second one is minor, A minor, third one is minor, B minor, fourth one is major, C major. In this case, we have that C add 9 there, you know, plus the extension. And then we have D major, right? And then the relative minor, which is E minor. And then the seventh one is F sharp diminished. And in this case, it was used, let's say, like in the D over F sharp, and then back to G. Those the relative chords. I always talk about that relative chords. And now, if you know the relative chords, what scale are you going to use? Obviously, we're going to be using the G major scale. And the G major scale is all here on this position, 12th fret, right? No more. Yeah, that's 24 frets up to the E. So, you know, just find your G major scale here. If I'm going to tell you 12th fret, third string, 14, and then second string, 12, 13, 15, first string, 12, 14, 15, then that's it. Right? And then it goes up here. We have the 17th fret, we have the 19th fret, 20th fret, 22nd fret, and then the 24th fret on the first string. That's it. If you know those notes, oh, we have one bend here on the 20th fret. Yeah, going down. So all those notes are G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And that's what he used on this solo. As simple as that. Now the thing is, Vito Brata is really good in composing solos. You know, it's like it really fits the chord progression. If I'm going to, you know, improvise on this one, of course, I'm just improvising. If you know that, I'm going to my white lion patch again, there. I'm going to improvise only, you know, using random. I will not think about. That's only. G major scale. As long as you're playing those notes, it sounds good. You know, if you want to try like, you know, just bending on those sweet spots, let's say, you know, like I'll just do bending, just to give you guys an idea of like, if you know your chords and if you know your scales, you'll be able to create your own solos, right? And but like this one, I'll be bending on those, let's say, sweet spots. Right? You can create those really like melodic solos. Okay, let's go. Let's get on with the solo. This one again, it's on G major scale, and let's start with a bit of a rake there, where we have that rake, first part. I always teach that rate gives flavor. Right? So what you can do there is mute 12-12. It's not a big deal, but you know it gives flavor to that intro. Just mute that, or just mute this three strings, and then head on to that 12th fret. Alright, then we have that bend. Again, bending is very important in this one. After this, I'll show you how I get this tone, which is really nice, right? Alright, so bend on that 15 fret seconds, right? Always, when you're, especially when you're starting out with solos and bending, always check your notes. Da, 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 da. So when you do this, so that you will not do this, alright? Or so you will not do that, you know, over or less. So we have that, and then it's good to you know get used to doing vibrato, and I'm used to you know vibrato here, or a bit of here on the tremolo, depends on what you want, but you know just to have that you know ringing or like sustain there, right? Right? So when we listen to the original, so let's go to our favorite here. See that? There's a rake there. Just getting his style. And see that vibrato? Doing that. And again vibrato. Every time you stop on this solo, you see you have that vibrato with again, again, again. See that? So every time you stop with the note, do that vibrato. I like doing it with that one. You can do it with the fingers. Vibrato. Vibrato, right? And then next one. I like that one. Okay. So everything's on my YouTube channel. We have the tabs and backing track you know, note for note. And this is when I do the lesson, it's all about execution. And this is kind of easy, you know, in a way, the position of the notes. And it's the same as what he's doing on this video. Welcome Virgo, hello. And Christian Aquino. We're not doing canon rock. This is every time lesson solos. Also, and Bingstein, hello. And vibrato, vibrato, fingers, and like this. And you can see, you know, his hand there, he's tapping that note. And how do we do that? So when we bend on the 15th fret, then we tap on this. So it has to be correct. You have to be on that E note. If not, it will all be out of you know. It's gonna be it's gonna be bad. It's out of tune. Okay, so the bend must be in a way perfect. Okay, if it's too much again, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, because you're tapping that 17th fret. And when you tap that, you're actually getting the F sharp note because the note is already bent, it's already up. So when you tap that, that's a F sharp note, and we want that F sharp note. So if it's a bit down or a bit more up, it will be a G note or it will be a you know what I mean. So it has to be like perfect when you bend on this one. And now while you're going down, this is a really good technique. You don't release this tapping hand, and as you can see, I'm used to doing that. You know, when I need a pick, I do that, and then I get this. Also, really good technique. I taught that before You know, when you're doing picking, and then you do that, and then you have this open first finger. So, you know, something that you can put in your arsenal of techniques. You know, this one, it's really cool. I can say. But you know, if not, you can tap it with middle finger. Also good, right? It's just for me. I like tapping with the first finger, and then you release it. When you go down to that E note, and then you release it, and then tap again, and now we have that 13 and 12. Right? So I'm using my middle finger. For those who doesn't want to use the first finger, that's it. So that's a really good technique to work on. Right? You can use it like that. And then we bend on that 17th fret full bend. And see, it doesn't have the, it's not using tremolo, it's using, fingers. For me, it's quite easy to, especially when it's on the first string, whatever you want to use. See, same position. And that's, I think that's the only position you can get that note, like, it's too high. So at 19th fret half step, and then 20th fret half step. I like that one. So that's 19, 20, back to 19, and then we bend on the 20th fret second string. Again, that's a full bend. It sounds the same, right? My tone sounds the same. Alright, and then we have that. So after this, right? So bending on that 15, and then on the last part, just 14, just 14, okay? And he used to dive the bar. Okay? So everything is on my YouTube channel. This is all in G major scale. And what I want to talk about here is how to get that tone, because I think, with my ears we really got that white lion tone on this one. And I use this also on my other white lion solos. So how do we get that tone? And I'm using again Ampere Mini, but just to give you an idea of the effects, the amp. This one I used the amp. I use a Marshall 900. So it's a JCM 900. So you can check that. And let's see. The gain is actually high because we need to have that sustain. If your gain is too low, we won't be able to have that. If I put it like, let's say, just a bit, but I have already a compressor. But anyway, because I have the compressor already, and also I have the drive. But anyway, I put it in 85 in this case. I saw that it's 85. I'll just go back to that because I like that tone already on that 85. Then presence and masters only half. Because we need that tone, guys. We need that tone. And then the next, of course, noise suppressor always helps because we have a high gain. For me, when it passes like 50, it's already a high gain. Sometimes I use even 100, cranking up the amp. So that's already high. And the the cabinet for this one, I use Soloist 4x12. You can check any 4x12 cabinet. Okay, so just use if you're using other effects pedal. But yeah, I suggest this one's really good. But if you're using other ones, sometimes I also use my GE300, but not that much. I use this more. And 4x12, check out 4x12, the cabinets, and use that one. And I can say the most important for this one, 80s reverb. I use whole most of the time for 80s whole reverb. Plate is good, room is good, but if it's like 80s like this one, whole is you will not go wrong with the whole. And the mix is around 40, 40, 45, 50 because you need a bit of delay here, reverb here. Okay. Pre-delay 40 ms milliseconds, decay 70. Okay. And the delay, let's check the delay. I use here on my Pero Mini's tube echo, but what's important is the mix. The mix around 30 to 40. I can say if I put it like 40, this is 30 already, okay? If I put it 40, you'll see. If I put it 50, even 50, if I put 50, because I'm doing this a lot. Still good, man. Right? Still good, but I just put it here 30 for the mix of that delay. So I'll go back to my original setting 30. We have the feedback, same thing 30. Not that much. See, it's repeating like 3 times. Pop, pop. That's good enough for me. If you want to put it more, maybe 40. Let's check that out. Still good. 50 feedback for the delay. Because this is important when maybe you can hit all the notes perfectly, but if your tone is not, on point, uh, it's not that good. Too much, right? So too much repeat, and then it really is not that really clean anymore. So around 40, 30 to 40, yeah. Nice. All right. And then for the time, usually I use the what do you call this? The top tempo. There you go. Top tempo. So I use the top tempo depending on the speed of the song. If not, you not go wrong with like 400 if it's like slow, 400 to up to 450 ms, milliseconds for the time. So that's my tip for you if you're using delay. So mix is 30 to 40, feedback around that same 30 to 40. Just check it on your effects, and then time around 400 to 450. Check that also, and you will have that. Yeah. Now, for this solo, because it's really slow, and you want that sustain, what I use is the compressor. Okay, now check your effects if you don't have any Paramini. Check your effects if you will have that because not all the compressor has sustain. Okay, when you check, try to go to your compressors and check who has sustain and put that one and put the sustain to 100. That's all I can say with this one. And then the output, from 50 to 60 doesn't matter. 50 to 60 is my go-to. Half or a bit more. But the sustain, it should have a sustain, and put it to 200, and you'll see the difference. Okay, you'll see and you'll feel the difference if you do that. Not all the compressors have sustain. Okay, I have lots of compressor here, but it's one only. On this Ampero Mini, it's the comproso. It's called comproso, which has the sustain. Then I put it to 100. Same thing when I'm using the Moore G300. I choose, one with sustain. This one has like two, I think. And then I just put the sustain to 100, and you'll see that the result, right? Without and with the sustain. Because we want that, right? If it breaks, and then the solo will be, not that good. And of course, that's for the effects. This is for the drive, my favorite, and always I use this on my solos, the green drive or tube screamer. Now, how I use the tube screamer is like this. It's a booster, so it can be even zero with the gain. And if I have the gain to let's say in this case I put it to 20 or I put it to 50, it's not that clear anymore. It's like kind of too much already. So it's like 0 to 20 is my sweet spot. Sometimes I go overboard. 50 depends. I think on the Is This Love solo by Whitesnake, which is really good solo. I think I went overboard on this one. On that one, I think I put it like, I don't know, 50 to 60, the drive, because I need more sustain on that one. So my go-to is the green drive on this Ampero Mini, tube screamer. So if I have an amp, or in this case a preamp, and then I have a cab sim, which is good. Or in the real world, if I have an analog amp, which I used before, now not that much, and also I'm living in a flat. So I have an amp, and then I have a tube screamer. I have a reverb delay because I like 80s, and then sometimes a compressor. That's about it. I'm good. Maybe some choruses because some 80s songs and solos have choruses. So maybe I'll use that, but that's about it. Not too much. And even if you check their gears, 80s, because these are the ones that I really like. Firehouse, White Lion, Journey, 80s bands. Um, just minimal effects, reverb, delay, compressor, chorus, even Dream Theater using a bit of chorus there, and then amp and cab sim. No suppressor, of course. That's it, man. That's it. I'm good. All right. So what else is here? I put an EQ here, and the EQ. The reason for the EQ is I actually cut the. What should I cut here? I cut the. No, I put the highs. I put the highs a bit up, plus a bit, just to have, because I'm copying his tone, So I put the highs a bit, and then the mids a bit. The bass stays the same, It's like in middle, or when you're doing this, it's like you'll see 0 0 0, right? And then I put the mids up a bit so that it cuts, and then I put the highs also a bit. I put like 5 on the mids, and then on the highs I put a lot, like a 30 on this one. But it depends on your EQ. It depends on the EQ that you're using. EQ helps a lot, especially when you're copying tones. Let's listen to this one. Right? It has like those highs. The highs are up there. Especially when it does the right. So check on that. Put your EQ there, and then it doesn't sound right. Like if it doesn't sound correct with you, if it's too bassy, you cut it there. So EQ helps a lot, especially when you're copying tones. And that's about it. Everything that I told you, that's what I'm using to get this awesome, tone. And I use that also on Broken Heart solo. I use that also in and all of the White Lion songs, solos that I did. And sometimes I just hit that EQ. Oh, it's not that correct. I put maybe a bass. I put but that's the basic, the foundation of the tone. So, and I think it's really good, especially that part that goes that up, right? Like the notes are singing. So hopefully I gave you some good tips, and that's what I use even when I'm using other pedals. But the thing with this pedal, the presets are good, and then I just try to tweak it. But this one I really made it. So if you want my patches, I did 12 and then extra one more. You can check it in my YouTube channel. It's entitled 12 awesome hot tone tones, ampere mini tones. It's free. You can see how I did it there. Like tweaking. It's free. But if you want to purchase it, also you can. It's easy. You upload it to your hot tone uh, editor. Okay, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. I'll be back on Thursday for another solo lesson. If you have any request, just let me know. Just comment down after posting this one. We have Jordan, Paul, and you can check. I did already. She's gone solo. So if you're new here, I already did that. She's gone solo. Everything from the beginning. Everything. So we have Tonix Barbaso. Hello, Prev. Hello. We have Green Life. Hello. Blue Monday, yeah, I think I like that also, but I haven't did it yet. So I will do that soon. Eggelicious, yeah, this is a Strandberg. Yeah, this is my favorite guitar. Ken Watanabe, good evening. James Santos, Bads Reyes, thank you so much for the support, guys. And who else? Ida Marie, Barbs, Christian Aquino, so many. We have lots of people watching. Guys, I'll be back on Thursday, and I'll be doing stuff like this. I'll be teaching you theory, everything. If you haven't subscribed, let's subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me, Patreon. I'm giving free backing tracks and chords. Chord charts, tabs. You can register as a free member. You don't have to pay anything. It's for free. You can use my backing tracks, and you will learn because I'm focusing on the chords. So you learn the chords, okay. And then if you really want to support me and get the guitar pros and backing tracks downloadable, you can always support me. You can buy it also in my store. I have a Payhip store. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for supporting, and see you again on Thursday for another guitar solo lesson. Bye, guys. Have a great day.